shit, we're live. Hello, YouTube. Type your hello YouTubes in the chat. You play some Habbo on stream. Not gonna lie. Why is my Twitch window now just not here? Here. Okay. It took a bit, but everything is set up. Except if I wiggle my leg, it's gonna fuck up the face cam and make everybody leave, but whatever. I'll have to just watch it a bit. So yeah, I did some work off stream. Mostly just fixing like small things that I've been postponing for a long time. Like this guy's collider, for example, is completely fucked up. Because it's built up out of all these boxes for every segment. Because all these segments, they they move to create the tornado effect. They can all separately move. So they all need their own collider. Like this. But then I had the problem that if I shoot, like for example, a dolphin enemy bullet, shoot a dolphin at him, the dolphin can hit multiple things. So it would hit every single segment and do massive damage. So I fixed it by putting on it's called composite collider. And it just merges all the colliders into one big one. But then, so I did this for all the tornadoes. Also the regular one, I also did it. But it turns out, if you have a composite collider that's constantly changing, it's constantly building a new collider. And when you do that like 40 times, because you have 40 tornadoes in your level, turns out you get a frame rate of about like one. One frame is what you get. So I had to remove it again from this one and stuff, and you know how it is, game developments. Fixing things, breaking things, fixing things, breaking things. And then you do something cool. Yeah. Add some memes. Still need to add some memes. One more thing I did, which is quite important, is I did the damage number polishing. So when you hit stuff, it shows you a damage number. I can show you. And problem was that you hit something and it just shows you the number, but you're not gonna read the number while you're trying to dodge enemies. So I had to make clear somehow that you are doing a lot of damage. Oh, this is just an example of how the tornado moves. Kind of a cool way to do it. Very simple as well, as someone who isn't an animator. Like I was thinking, like, how the fuck am I going to animate a tornado? That sounds impossible. But then I just thought a bit more about it, and I was like, yeah, I can just have some discs in a parent structure and just rotate every single one of them. Tweak the values, and then you get something like this. Looks quite fine. But this is a horrible example for the damage number, so let me This is where it's supposed to be. One. Go full screen. Oh, and I did one cool effect for a weapon. I'm quite excited to show it. So, you can see the damage numbers, just all sixes. And when you just have one weapon, it's fine. You can read it. Not much happening anyway. But things start getting more intense and you stop being able to read them, and it adds this feeling of not really knowing you're even doing enough damage. It feels kind of, doesn't feel great. Let me get some upgrades to show you some more damage. So you can see how I fixed my issue. I need to skip this away. These enemies die too soon, so they never get enough damage. This guy should be a good example. You can see the 20 in orange now. If you paid attention. So that way you can kind of just see the color of the damage. Kind of get this feeling of how much damage you're doing. Still not a great example. Give me some of the fish. Fish have a nice amount of health. Okay, another 20 there. This is a good way to... It helps you judge which weapon is doing a lot of work. Because you can see, for example, that the dolphins are... If you see it right there, an 18 damage from the dolphins only. So you can see that dolphins do quite a bit of damage. Also, when you take an upgrade, you can see if the upgrade made a difference or not more easily. And it just adds to the satisfaction of getting stronger. Seeing those orange numbers pop up. I should get some red numbers with this one. Oh, almost. Should have been at 50 and I just had a 50, but I think it was rounded up to 50 from 49. Okay, get some dolphins. Go dolphins. 62, let's go. So yeah, that's very necessary for a game like this. I honestly don't know why I haven't done it earlier. I'm just gonna play a new game, but I want to tweak this guy's attack a little bit. Because right now, I like that he has this area denial aspect. Oh, it just disappeared. Okay, that's also not great. I guess I mostly don't like when he just fires the balls on top of himself. Like when you're too close it looks weird, and when you're too far away it also looks weird. Like, pretty much just this distance. I think he still fires now. Or not. Besides him being completely off the mark. Like only in medium range it really feels like he's trying to hit you. I still pretty far off the mark. I guess I should make it like a bit more accurate. Then maybe. Oh, for one, everything about the bullets should be rendered above the man himself. I'm not sure if it is. Let's see if we go in him. Oh, he just fucking dies. Well, I'll make his attack a bit more accurate, and then I will just not test it, because that's how you do game development. Never test your stuff. How do we even do this? We go to Vortex. We find the weapon. Then we can do some settings. Like, I forgot how these bullets work. I think the velocity determines where it lands. And deviation, basically the velocity determines if it under or overshoots. The deviation determines if it's just off the mark, sideways. Like, so if we lower both a little bit, I want to try a bigger change for this one, because it seemed to overshoot quite a bit. Oh boy. Maybe. Okay, never mind. I feel like I said I was going to do something, and then I just started talking about a bunch of stuff. Oh yeah, there was one more thing to show. I finally polished the railgun. Really more like finished it, because the bullet art was always kind of just placeholder. It was more of an concept, the bullet. Now I've actually made it animated. I quite like it. Bit hard to see when the duration is still so low. I really like it. Spent quite some time on it as well. Well, it's not like it's. Well, it's a bit complex. The particle system itself is not that hard to make. You know how you make particle systems. But it was a bit annoying because the bullet. Whenever the bullet duration is ended, if you just disable the bullet, it would also just instantly disappear the particle effect. Which I didn't want. I wanted it to kind of fizzle out. So then you have to make a special script that looks at all the particle systems and says, hey, stop playing. And while the particles are still like dissipating, you need to also add some timer so it doesn't disable the bullet. You kind of disable the collider of the bullet, tell the particle effect to stop. So it stops emitting, but the bullets still dissipate, or the particles. Then you wait some time, and then you can disable the bullets. It's a bit annoying. Would have been nice if there was some way in the particle system to just say, hey, I want my particles to stay alive even after my particle system got destroyed or disabled or whatever. But hey, can get everything. Uh, yeah, I really like the effect. Like the blue particles that you see like leaving the screen. At first I was like, I didn't really like it. I wanted the particles to kind of fade out. But I looked at it some more and I was like, this is also kind of cool. And I don't have to do any work if I just leave it like this, so made the choice really easy. Oh boy. But I'm not really sure. I should probably just continue on the boss fight. Because, well, the title is still making a boss fight, that's one. But also the boss fight is just not finished, so that makes sense. Let me just die real quick. Oh, I can die. Yeah. I forgot I had God mode. Well, time to do some work. Which is in an entirely different level. I'm honestly pretty surprised that I just got a viewer. But now that I think about it, there's always somewhere in the world where prime time, which is not where I live at the moment because it's like quite early in the morning. Don't think anybody is watching streams right now. And boss fight. We make a boss fight. Let's just go to the folder. Arctic. Mountain. Are already in the scene somehow. Let me see if it's still wave. The boss fight is still the first wave. Okay, I was working on quite a complex attack, which I also haven't shown yet, so let me do that. I think I should do more, I should do this structure of stream more often, where I make a bunch of stuff off screen, and then the first half an hour of the stream I can just show what I made. So if somebody clicks on the stream after I made it, at least the first half an hour will be interesting. It makes the stream a bit more concentrated at the start, which should make it more accessible for any regular old person. Okay, but let me stop talking about some bullshit and let me start working on some bullshit. I should just start working. Let me open the animator. I honestly kind of dislike seeing if I get any viewers. I do like seeing people chatting. That's cool. But whenever I just see a new viewer coming in, kind of like something changes in my brain, and my brain is like, oh, need to do something now, or he will leave. And then because there's now pressure to doing something that's cool to watch, I kind of freeze up a bit, which is not great. Especially the viewer I just got. I was kind of explaining a bunch of stuff, and just after I was done with the explanation, the viewer came in. So I was kind of. It was a natural moment for silence. But my brain was like, oh, you can be silent now, there's a viewer. Yeah, that's kind of struggles of a streamer, I guess. Uh, okay, we're working on this attack. Look at this. This is amazing. Look at them. Yeah, this is a weird fucking attack. But my idea behind it was that whenever you get into almost dead kind of HP levels, he will shrink the arena. So it's basically just him filling the entire screen and with a little bit of space around the edges. And then he will do this attack. And there won't be any space to dodge it. So you have to follow the movement. But then maybe suddenly he flips direction. So he goes the other way suddenly. Or maybe one of the fists goes up and slams down. So you also have to dodge some bullets while doing this. So yeah, those are my. I think that can be really cool. So I'm going to keep working on it. There's one problem I saw last time though, which is it's a shame that it can't stay in the animator state. I want it to be. I want it to be in this animation state and then do the fist up down animation and see if it looks good. But I can't. Oh, I can, but I need to do it in game. Oh. I'm pretty sure there's still some problems with it right now. So this script is completely blown up since last time. What are we doing? We need to rotate attack. I mostly just want to see if his what are his allowed attacks at the moment. I should make because I have these lists of, or arrays. No, it's a list. I have these lists of attacks, which I can then put the boss in a certain state where it can only use a certain list of attacks. So right now it's regular attacks just just at the start. Then when you get into half HP, he will do special list of attacks. It's called iced attacks. I'm not sure if that's even set up already, but because halfway you will turn the arena into ice. So then we'll probably also get special attacks during that. Then at the final stage, you will be able to do final attacks, which is when he's almost dead. Which is what I just explained. The rotating thingy. But what I should do is make another list called test attacks. And if there's any attack in test attacks, it will always do that one first. Maybe in sequence, so I can also test like sequences of attacks. I want this method to be somewhere up here. It's always nice to have your init methods at the top of your script. Quite often I will be making a new attack, so I will be adding stuff here. I need to be here anyway. Test attacks. Some stuff happening here. Should put these into their own methods. I'll actually do that now. Try enter ice stage. Another one that's called try enter final stage. Makes everything so much more manageable. Especially when I'm streaming and talking about random stuff. It's good to be able to find what I'm doing while talking about something else. What's this? This just tries to do a random attack. I guess they. We also can call it try attacking. I attack. This is basically just the thing that checks for when it's supposed to start a new attack. And I should probably call the methods. There, no stage. Their final stage. By attacking. And what's the last thing that's happening? This is the wake up. I love how all these things are just trying to do something. In case you don't know why I put try everywhere, because in programming you always try to be as clear as possible. And in this case, because I have a check to see if we should do it. It's trying to do it and it's not doing it. So yeah. Let's try wake up. We called every frame. We want to do it as soon as possible when we should. This was really just cleaning up a bit of code. I'm kind of forgot what I was actually. I was doing the test method, test attacks. Test attacks. Guess we edit here. Yes, this completely overrides any other attack. I just wanted to instantly do the attack so I can test it efficiently. So if this count is bigger than 0, we try to random attack from this list. Okay. Why there's a space here. Now, of course, I actually made this list for a purpose. Is to test the rotation attack, which is probably broken. Oh, I was looking for where I add the attacks in the list, but I just moved it up here. Of course, I instantly can't find it anymore. I already had the line, so I was basically doing this for no reason. Very nice. Doing things for no reason is probably the theme of my previous game. Because with that game, I just wanted to learn as much as possible. Since it was my first game. So I was quite often doing stuff, not because it was really needed for the game, but because it was kinda cool and I wanted to learn it. Like, for example, I did a skin. The game didn't need skins, to be honest. But I did this skin, which is a toilet paper roll. Because you play as a ball or a circular shaped object. So in this case, you could become a toilet paper roll, which had actual cloth physics. There was this little part of it that was actually paper. Which was way too complex for a skin for a game that nobody even played. But it wasn't about the skin. It was more about learning about cloth physics. So yeah. Well, that test was a complete waste because I was not paying attention. Music allowed to be louder. I like putting on loud music when I stream because I tend to speak kinda quiet. But with some loud music on, I start speaking louder automatically. If you've ever played games late at night and you have parents living with you, then you probably know how it works. Loud game sounds means you will scream. Um, mm, mm, oh yeah, testing. I didn't see any problem last time, but I didn't pay attention as well. So actually, let me change one more thing because I reduced his health to check for the if he switched state when he reached certain health. No way he has 100 HP. I just killed him in like 3 shots. Don't believe this. I just don't. Apparently it's true. Okay. Zero and do the test. Dun 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 dun. Testing. Full screen testing. Come on, hit him. Okay. Okay, the mist is already changing in the attack itself, which is... It probably needs a separate attack which changes the mist. And I am noticing a problem with this entire attack, which is... The guy himself is not round enough. Ooh, I do have an idea though. What if he also creates a stream of bullets? Because at this point of the boss fight, the entire arena is ice. So I could kind of make it look like he's scraping the ice. And there's ice shards just flying off of the hands. I think that would be quite cool. That also eliminates the problem that the arena is not... the arena is round, but his attack isn't round. I think that would fix it. So I think I will do that. Let me do that. To change one thing about the arms for that. I don't know why I haven't prefabbed the arms. It's kind of stupid. Anyway, this weapon slot needs to be rotated 90 degrees. Or wait. What I basically want. This moves like this. And it needs to shoot bullets to the outwards. So I'm gonna equip some weapon here, which always aims outwards from the center of the enemy. Yeah, basically that. How do I do that though? I guess I could add some weapon to the enemy himself instead of the hands. Because the hands always rotate around the center, so I think at least. Let me check. Pretty sure they do. So if I would just put the weapon in the center. The problem is the distance from the center does change. My thought was I can just add a weapon here that just puts bullets here and then shoots them. Do the same for the other side, but because otherwise I need to add some aiming logic, which, to be honest, aiming logic is not that hard to do. I can just add some script here. I think I need another pivot, but do I not have a look? I do have a look at nearest enemy script. I don't have a look rotation script. Why don't I have a look rotation script? Look at. I know I'm typing. Somehow I don't have this very important general script you want to have. So I guess I'll make it now. Look at. I think I have this script, but it's in my previous game. This, yeah, I don't feel like extracting it from that project. It's almost easier to just code it now than to go dig through my old project. But I basically just want this. You have a transform. Let's call it target. Transform, to be clear. This music is horrendous. Okay, it's better. We have a target. And we just rotate so we aim at the target. It's basically that. Unity already has a method which does everything, so look rotation is what I need. But there's a look at. Wait, I have never seen this. I always used to do transform.rotation.look rotation. Or that's not even what I did. I did transform.rotation equals journey.look rotation. Seems. What's the difference? I feel like there is a difference. There probably isn't. This points the forward vector, which in my game points at the screen or into the screen, I don't know. Anyway, the target is always gonna be the target. And the world up vector I put here basically means if say I do up is y positive, so that way, then forward is gonna be towards me, which is going to point at the target, which is not what I want at all. You need to point like the X or the Y at the target. Doesn't really matter. So world up should then be like in or out of the screen. It also makes sense, like If you look at my boat, it's the best example. Look at any boat, really. What is up in my world? Well, it's this way, towards me. So yeah, let's just... Which is the positive z, I think. Or negative z, we'll find out. Never realized that you can just do it. This is way cleaner, if you ask me. I just broke an animation. Or it was just never fixed. What is the animation? I did not break it, but it was just never fixed. So I did break it. What's the problem? Animation should fade out the health bar. Did I change the health bar? I changed the health bar, okay. On its health bar slash visual slash backdrop. I hate how animations just break and you need to... Because I changed the structure of this object. And I know to manually type in that visuals is part of the object that needs to animate. Visual. Let me copy paste that. Type it. Sprite. This needs to no linger edit. Oh, no linger slash. There's more to this, I think. Oh no, it's just sprite again. No linger. I wonder if there's a way to automatically fix animation somehow. You could probably, if it's just that the parent changed, you could probably just make some editor script that just does it in bulk. But that feels kind of finicky. And it also sounds pretty dangerous to just mass change your animations with a script. Guess you could make backups. But anyway, I fixed this. What was I doing before? I was explaining how that means up is towards me. Then I did that. Now we need to go back to the balls. I'll take a little toilet break. Oh, we have the good music. I'm gonna put this on repeat for a while. Oh, it just started as well. Let's go. This what is it? It's Technopathic from Jet Set Radio thingy game. Never played it, but I listened to the soundtrack a million times. Oh my god. Phone. Oh no, nothing on my phone. It's just pranking me. Yes, I'm going to test the script I just made in a fresh scene. Like this. Just another test, but I don't care. Script on this, no, okay. So we get a simple object. Let's get a triangle. Nice about the triangle is that it has direction. So I can test rotation. Let's add the script. Another object. Circle. This will be the target. Okay, both can be a bit bigger. It's kind of huge, but it doesn't matter. Set the target. Let's play. Okay. Seems to have rotated in the fourth dimension. Well, third. Yeah, it's not exactly how I wanted it. It's now pointing its z-axis. Hmm. I'm just going to put random vectors in here until it works. I always fuck this up. Only, honestly, even more reason why I should have a general script for this a long time ago. Okay, now it's just the same with inverted, which is weird. They're back, there's a back. What the hell? I think it's always going to point at this vector. The only thing I'm doing is changing the way it rotates in like what plane is it? Whatever plane it was rotated in. We don't want to point. I guess I can just fix it by adding a parent or not. Wait. Let's go back to the boss fight scene. I think I know a way. Because I kind of want to keep this script as simple as possible. Forward. I don't know even know why I did that. It doesn't matter, but No, but how much? Apples, man. I already had the folder opened. Bonk. Well, I have this weapon. I now need to be on a pivot. Yeah, I need a pivot. A pivot. Oh. Edit. Let's call it weapon. Look at pivot or something. I'm thinking now, maybe I'm stupid because no, I'm not stupid. I should just do the look at here. We look at my boy. What I can now do, since we know it's going to point this blue vector towards the center, I can just rotate this. Oh boy. Like this. So now the blue vector is pointing to the right. This is not right, because it will override this rotation to do exactly what I just did manually. But this is what it will do. So then what I should do is rotate the weapon so it's aiming in the right place. The weapon needs its red vector to point towards the thingy. Let's do that. Now, whenever this points this blue vector, this one will point with its red vector. And this one's red vector is basically the aim direction of the weapon that I equip here. Actually, it needs to aim away from the center, so it needs to be the exact opposite of this. That does not feel right. Oh wait, this is fine. Just need. Oh, that's one. Pretty much this, but now let's. Usually I just rotate it manually and then look at the numbers in the rotation here. And then I just round it to the nearest right angle. In this case, this should be 180. So now the red vector always points in the opposite direction of this one's blue vector. Started to think doing it this way is more work than just adding something to the script that does all of this, but whatever. This can be reset. It's still doesn't matter. A copy of this so I can. So this is why I should have prefabbed the hands, because I'm now manually copying this shit, which you should really never have to do. They are this similar. That's here. And weapon slot will be replaced by this one. Now this other side should just be the same, yeah. Let's see, what did I have? Minus 90, 180. Just to be sure, let me rotate this again. The red one should be opposite. Let's go. Okay. Now with aiming, well, it's not really aiming, it's just a way to make bullets project outwards from the center. Now we can start making the actual weapon. It will just be a copy of the regular fish slam. It's not a fish slam, it's a fist drag. I wish I could review my weapons inside of edit mode. Probably a way to do it, but I don't feel like figuring it out. This is not that hard. We just need to. My ear feels weird. We just need that fire rate, really. And zero spread, zero deviation. Bullet count 1. Velocity is fine. Fine. I think that's already it. For the weapon, at least, I now only need to add to the script that it replaces the weapon when it does that attack. And where does this attack? Which this one needs to change the weapon. Hit the weapon. Oh, I don't have a reference to the weapon yet. Where are my weapon references? Here. Is the reg weapon. Do I do it? How do I do this? Spawn it. Okay, it's a different method. My nose. Fucking hay fever starting. My nose. I need to sneeze, but I don't. Kill me, please. Never mind. Oh, I said kill. Now I'm gonna be demonetized forever. I honestly think that's just like a mind virus thing. That people think you can't say kill anymore. Like maybe there's some truth to it, but I honestly think it's just like something people started doing it and then people immediately assumed it was real. That's what I think. Kind of similar to people who think their YouTube comments are getting censored. notice a lot of people think that, but it's probably just YouTube being slow or buggy or their internet being weird or I can think of a million other reasons. And if they are getting censored, it's probably deserved. Yeah, this just happens now. I'm curious to see what is going to completely not work. Always something. Always something. I feel like a cannon should be bigger on my ship. I feel like it used to be bigger. They did some animation changes and now it's feels so small. I did not assign the weapon. Okay. Like I said, always something, and it's always references also for some reason. References. Where do I even reference it? Somewhere here. You might be wondering why I'm using so many steps to just shoot bullets. To be honest, if you're watching this, I think you're wondering what I'm even doing in the first place, but trying to make the fish shoot bullets. And the reason why I'm using so many steps is because I'm using prefabs and scripts that I can use to make way more complex weapons. And I'm just also using them for simple stuff. But with simple stuff, it adds complexity. Yeah, look at that. Look at it go. This is exactly what I had in mind. But not exactly. It needs to have a way higher fire rate. I can now even make the attack, the fist not even be the main attack. I can just have the fist be more close to his body. If I wanted to. I don't think I want that, but I could. This is really just all to solve my problem that you could dodge the fists on the outside of the arena. Which I don't want. I want it to be like lock you in with the movement. Weapon. Fire rate 4 seems alright. Yeah. I think I'll end up making another weapon slot for this weapon attack specifically. Because right now I have this weapon slot in the middle of the fist, which I reuse for every single attack or bullet pattern I want. Just swap out the weapon. But for this case, I want the bullets to quite specifically come from the edge. I guess I could also just make the bullets be behind the fist. Which would also just always make it look like it comes from the edge, so I'll probably just do that. It's easier. Don't throw water over everything, okay? Nobody saw that. Nobody heard that. down, 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 down. I like this guy. He's cool. Got the shooting. He's cool. Down, down, down. These bullets are allowed to have a bit more velocity at the moment, at least. Maybe at some point I want to use the same attack, but then you need to actually dodge the bullets by going in between. But right now I just want it to be like a barrier. Let's go 50. I think the fire rate maybe bumped up a bit more. Still saw some gaps. Don't want gaps for this version right now. Weird Unity bug. I don't know. Don't know why Unity sometimes just decides that value is null. Like I get an error that something does not exist, and the thing it says that does not exist is value. So, thanks for that, Unity. So yeah, my goal is mostly just that I need to rotate around him like this. Cannot go back without getting hit. And to be honest, I'm going to double the fire rate, which not sure if my frame rate will like it, but it took way too English. No, it needs to take more health to use no thanks. Yeah, it needs to take more health. I'm not sure where I'm going with this attack, to be honest. Oh, I have a good idea though. I could just add obstacles, like, because you have this circle that you have to stay in. You're forced to move. So if I just add some obstacles, which you have to dodge, it's already enough, really. You have to dodge the obstacles, but you also can't lose too much speed while doing it. So you need to be kind of efficient with your dodging, I guess. It's still not that much damage. Like the bullets should go up way sooner. Like, I guess I shouldn't look at the head of the guy as the center point, but still. This bullet should go straight down because it is in the center point. We just look at the actual. Should put in his actual name. Thank you. I can see centers here. Okay, this bullet should basically go straight down, but it is not. So let's see why. Pivot. Right arm. Is it the right arm even? No. Stomach is growling. I need food. I need it soon. Wapen. I guess it's fine, but it just still looks kind of weird. Guess it is working. You could also make it shoot randomly. Let me try that. Make a copy. God, fish rec random. Because I'm thinking I could add obstacles to the thing I just said. That's a lot of work. Yeah, that's basically it. It's a lot of work. And I can also just make this shoot bullets in random directions. So you don't have to follow the rotation, but you probably should, because I think that will be the easiest way to survive, but I don't know. Let's just see what happens. Spread, 360, deviation, doesn't matter. Velocity needs to go down though, but not too much. Fire rate should probably also go down now. 6, let's try 6. Oh, I have not assigned the weapon. This is the great thing about having this weapon system built already. I can just swap out the weapon very easily. I even do it during playtime. Nice. I need food. I'm going to food. Yes, after this test, I'm going to get food. Might even go to the grocery store and get something nice. What will I get? I don't know. Thinking about a frikandel sandwich. The classic Dutch frikandel sandwich. Frikandel sandwich is also a good way to say it. But I don't know, it feels a bit boring, to be honest. I feel like going for something. Or maybe something crazy like a babi panggang. I love how only Dutch viewers will understand anything I just said. I forgot what I was do. I was assigning the weapon. Okay. I feel like getting some chicken sandwich kind of deal. But most likely I'll have to make it myself, and I don't feel like making anything myself, so. I could also go to the butcher and get some grilled. How do you call it? Grilled meat with cheese. This is the English term for grillworst. Grilled sausage? Grill sausage. Grill sausage with cheese in it. Melted cheese, it's the best. Oh, I'm testing. I'm already playing actually. Oh god. I'm going to go insane from the lack of food. Blop. Blop. Also get pizza. Straight up pizza. Maybe not the pizza, but like the. You can get baguette pizza. Oh god. Oh god. It's not random. What the hell? Oh, I know why it's not random. Because spread does not mean what I think it means. Spread only changes the angle for the one bullet it shoots. So if I put it on 360, it's just gonna rotate the bullet 360, arriving at the same point it started at, and then fire it. So I need to basically add deviation only. It's the only thing that matters. Spread is more something that you use for multiple bullets. Yeah. That's the thing. Come on. Oh, my stomach is actually fighting me right now. There's a boss fight happening in my stomach right now. Oh, this is fucking scary. I'm sure I want this to be the final stage. Like, certain death. I want certain death to be the final stage. I think this is fine, but the arms need to rotate pretty fucking slow. Yeah. Um, that happens in the animation. I should just look up animation. The animation should be here. Yes, I found it. Click on the thing. Now we can add a speed. I say go half the speed. Right now it's bullet hell with some added big predictable thing to dodge. basically what it's now. It's cool though. I can experiment with a bunch of different bullet patterns. Also been thinking about, I said it before, if I just do the slam attack while it's rotating, then you just get the slam, but it's slightly more difficult because you also have to dodge the arms. And it can kind of just slam right next to you, which gives you almost no gaps. You need to stay away from the fists. This is quite crazy. Complete randomness is really difficult. You need to open all your brain cells. It's doable though. At least now with the slower rotation it's doable. Before it was just impossible. Because you try to dodge a bullet and then you are too slow to keep up with the rotation. And then you end up next to one of them. Which is completely impossible when you're next to one of them. Oh, I forgot that ice also plays a factor probably. Do like it though. Like add some particle effect to show more kind of ice grinding. In fact, I'll do it. No, do I get food or do I make this a small thing? I think I'll make this small thing. Well, I said that my stomach growled, but whatever. I need to. Want to. I don't need to do this, but I want to do this. Particle system, ice grind. Particle system. It's somewhere around the center. Purple. We'll just make this square. I just make it square since it is a square. I'll do it that way. Tell it to only use the edges. How do I do it? I'm going to use a circle anyway, because then I can just set the edge radius thickness in a way that makes more sense to me. Okay. Shoot. I'll just put them all up and to the left or the right slightly. How we do that? Yes, you can go these. This is pretty much it. Now add some gravity. Or okay, you not give the start speed a vector. Kind of weird to me. Unless there's a start direction, but I don't think there is. Wait, gravity. Less gravity. Less lifetime. Problem now is that the ones that already get sent upwards, they travel way too far up, so you don't at any speed at the start. Kinda get the right effect. If I add noise, doesn't that just do it? You could just add a force, make it random, and apply it to the X. It's not high enough. Ooh, it's why. You know I oohed for that. Not really a ooh moment, but whatever. This 10 might have been fine. Let's get the actual material in here and start sizing it. Start rotation. Random. Oh, oh. Also be random. It can be a bit higher. 20 even maybe. I want shape to be a bit flat. This should only really simulate the particles coming from the bottom. Now the impossible part is sorting these particles because I have no clue how. I guess I just copy it. And make the copy render in front. It's a bit wasteful, but...
Hallo mensen van de stream.
Nee. Even verkeerd halen.
Goed.
Ja?
Wat anders?
Maar ik wou hotdogs. Ik wil die magnetron hotdogs.
Forget it.
Of grillers met kaas, dat mag ook.
Oh, wacht even. Jij hebt het al? Jij hebt het al, ik haal het.
50-50.
Ah, oké. Haal ik dan even zo.
Dit is een keer de laatste tijd.
Tuurlijk komt. Zoek een baan!
Oh ja.
Oh ja, werk zo.
Ja, dat ben ik nu aan het...
Meedoen niet aan samenleving.
I just heard that you should donate. 20. It's not working. Now it works. I just hustled my brother to go get some grillwurst. That's great. So now this effect is kind of dumb to me. Or at least the shape. I don't need this shape. This shape. I need slightly less radius. And now the start speed also doesn't really matter anymore. In fact, I should probably just remove this. This. Course, and this one also. I can just do this with start speed and it looks better most of the time. Oh. Most of the time this will look better. Or lifetime. I shouldn't really do it like this. Anyway, let's add the random offset. Nice. It's too big though. 6 is the right eyes. Do kind of dislike how it seems to still be focused on the center. Oh, really the edges should have the most. I guess you have both active at the same time, so it should be fine. I've linked these two. Honestly, since I'm doing two anyway, I'm just gonna make them both work like this. And I'm now going to prefab it as well. Copy variant. So we'll just be behind. So. Oh. My inner chicken came out for a second. Don't. My inner squeaky toy. I actually identify as a squeaky toy, so. If you start hating on me, I will sue your ass. Honestly, barely anything changed. Make this. The back one. Could make the back one a bit higher. And can I tell it to emit only at the edges of the edge? Only the edges of the edge. I think I can. Do I want to? Do this. I don't know. I don't know, let's just fucking look how this looks. Copy and put it here. Oh boy. Okay, that's better. Get the position to 0. I'll probably tone it down a bit. Feel like they're going a bit too high right now. But this is supposed to be a mountain, right? Actually, it's nice. I can now just change this and it will work. I want the size to be random. Let's go between 6 and 12. Yeah. Oh, yeah, so I just hosted my brother to get some grill. I always said this. Anyway, I hope he's going to do it quick because I'm dying. Yeah, this looks great. This is exactly how I wanted it to look. I'm just waiting to do the activation logic for when it actually matters. Right now nothing activates when it should. The bullet should also only like activate now. Yeah, I want it to be way more low range. Something like this. Not sure yet if I wanted to simulate in world space. Because now the particles follow the hand. But realistically, the particles should just follow their own trajectory. But I didn't really dislike it the first time I saw it now, so. How many bullets? I think I'll lower the lifetime a bit. Maybe randomize. I could slightly randomize it. Like just between 1 and 1.5 or something. This is stupid. Let's just not do that. It's just confusing. Unnecessary complexity. I'm thinking though, do I want it to shrink over time? I think I do. Needs to go up down. Go ping pong that shit. Okay, that's too aggressive. Flat, please. And flat, please. This is not flat. Stop being smooth. Stop being smooth. I guess it doesn't matter if it's smooth or flat. Give it a bit more lifetime now that it shrinks. Shrinking, not really realistic, but it's just a good way to make it seem more smooth. Because everything that happens in an instant is just very noticeable, not in a good way. So I want them to shrink before disappearing. Why? Yeah, this is definitely the best version yet. Looks a bit dumb because there's no ice, but when everything is ice, I think this will look pretty good. It looks a bit too fast for how slow the hands are moving. Or maybe not too fast, but just too many particles. Just too much happening for how slow it actually happens. I was thinking these somewhat bigger particles, less particles. Slightly more than this though. It's too much again. Something like this. I guess slightly slow it down. Am I? I really need to check if my desktop audio is on. Need some system so I don't fuck it up. Because I know I will fuck it up and I will stream my Spotify someday. I guess YouTube will intervene quite fast. I know they have like AI listening and they'll just in a minute be like, yo, this is copyright. Your stream is now not live anymore. As long as I don't get any strikes or just accidental stuff like that. Don't know if that's how it works. And over some things, like, no, in Twitch, if you have any slurs happening accidentally, they're just like, fuck you. Your channel go die now. Yeah, this animation is way more in pace with the actual rotation. It's quite a bit better. And I want to see what it looks like with the eyes added. Uh, how many? That many? I'll just manually add the eyes. Um, give me the eyes. We have eyes now. Oh no, that's not how it's be done. Go in the scene. Looks pretty good. Let me also in scene just check what it looks like if I put one in the world space. Arm pivots, whatever. Whatever. Plop. World. World. No, it's full screen. I don't know why I'm not full screen at all times. But clearly the top one is in world space. I think it's better. Though it's mostly better, but I think I want them to grow to full size way faster. Like not even start at half size. Mountain. Where you at? Worlds. Size over lifetime graph. And I think I want emission to be 7 like it was before when I said it was perfect. Maybe I'm being a bit too perfectionist, but I don't know. Things like these matter. Like normally, for regular enemies, I would be more like, I don't really care if it doesn't look perfect, but I do want the boss fights to be quite well polished. Seems like the ice did not revert, but I guess that's kinda nice for the tests. Great for the game, but what's playing the game? I guess just the only problem there is now is that it feels kind of like it's just floating on the ice. It'll be hard to fix that. I'm pretty happy with what I've done. Let me again. Yeah, I think I'll take a break now. I need food. So see you after the break.